Well, people, here is another decode. Another decode in relation to Donald Trump and other stories that you would never, ever think are possible connected. I want to ask a favor after this because, well, first of all, let me say thank you for being a part of the new channel, Friendship Blue. It's going to take some time for me to really establish myself here, and I have to be patient. And that's one thing I'm not in relation to YouTube, because I have spent 3 years doing this. As a lot of you guys know, 3 years on my last channel. Well, at least, close to 3 years. I was demonetized for 13 months, and you guys carried me through, and for that I am thankful. But I'm going to put in the description Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, and PayPal. And if you guys can help get me through the month, that's fine. If you can't, look, I understand. But I thought I'd throw it out there. I was doing this video today, and I'm like, you know what, Pearson? This video took close to 4 hours to do. And if you can give a love offering, I appreciate it. When you see this thing, you'll understand, because it's a labor of love. People, I don't make the news. I just try to interpret it. The goal is to make sure, if I can, to keep you from being deceived. There are a lot of players on the world stage. I've got a new saying. God gave it to me. In time, you'll find out exactly what tree that fruit fell from. When you see this about Donald J. Trump surrounding him, you have to ask yourself, is he part of the cabal? Is he not? Has he been put in a position where he got to play the game? Either way, I'm going to put up against the 5 C's. You're going to see how things have been choreographed around him, just like I've been showing for a while. Let's go back a little bit. There was an election between him and Joe Biden. Joe Biden won 306 votes versus Donald Trump, 232. The goal was 538. When you take 232 from 306, you get 74. The difference was 74. Donald J. Trump was 74 years old when he lost to Biden. Keep that in your brain. That's a note you're going to need in the future. Trump's text number is 88022. I've been telling you what the 22 is the last few weeks, maybe over the last 2 months. It's diabolical. Barack Obama sweated a 2. 22 is not good. And the 88 comes out a lot. And guess what? Yesterday was the 88th Masters. And what does that have to do with Donald Trump? I will show you that it's a possibility, because numbers do speak. Scotty Schiffer won yesterday. His caddy name is Ted Scott. So the Masters was yesterday. If you see my videos yesterday, in relation to the Masters, it will blow your mind on the numbers. And you'll ask yourself, is it fixed? Well, what I can tell you now is that it was the 88th Masters. 88th matches Donald Trump's text number. And guess what? Ted Scott, we're going to show you how that connects too, possibly. Let's begin with Trump making his announcement. Okay? And I'll break this thing down methodically. Just give it time. First, I want you to look at this here. There's Donald Trump. Room 1535, A, B, C, D. Let's decode that, okay? Ara is the 18th letter of the alphabet. M is 13. Then you got 1535. 18 plus 13 is 31. 32, 37, 40, 45. Did you see that? 45 is Trump. Do you get that? Now, let's look at the A, B, C, D. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4. 4, 7, 9, 10. What is 10? In Roman numerals, it's an X. I've been speaking on the X all the time, which means he's a marked man. Simple, 45 is X'd. If I told you this stuff is already staged, what would you think? Right off the bat. Now let's proceed. Look at this man. What has he got on? Red and black, you know the colors. What is that? That's called sacrifice in a story.
Okay, here we go. Donald Trump entering.
This is an assault on America. Nothing like this has ever happened before. There's never been anything like it. Every legal scholar said this case is nonsense. It should never have been brought. It doesn't deserve anything like this. There is no case, and they've said people that don't necessarily follow or like Donald Trump said this is an outrage that this case was brought. This is political persecution. This is a persecution like never before. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. And again, it's a case that should have never been brought. It's an assault on America.
So you've heard his position. Now, let's look at some numbers. At the 125 point, the 125 point, look at that. I said, look at that. What color is the tie? I rest my case, Phoenician. He was there from the beginning. As Trump was walking through, he was there. I'll show it to you. He was right there all the time. Boom. Did you see him? He was right there all the time. Boom. Now, let's go to the next one. Let's go to 140. Go to 140. It's going to be deep, y'all. Part 95 and part 59. Going to break that down. With simple math, you're going to have to trust me, okay? You're going to have to trust me on some of this so it don't be long. We already saw the purple tie. Now, this is about Trump's hush money in New York. Stormy Daniels. It's going to be on 4/15/2024. That's when the trial started today. 4/15/20 and 24 equals 63. That's 3 6s, 666. Mark of the beast. Scam in gematria is 36. That's 3 6s. Now here's your 95 and 59. 59, 95. Now watch this. 59 minus 95 gives you 63. Actually, am I doing that wrong? It gives you 36. My bad. Let's go into the computer. I tell you, people, I'm tired, but I'm going to get it right. Just work with me. 95 minus 59 gives you 36. So reverse this. 95 minus 59, that's what's on the wall, right? Will give you 36. It's still 666, 3 sixes. Ain't that deep? Now, it said part 59, right? Part 59. 59, the 59th day of the year is what? February 28th. Get this. 59 minus 365 in a regular calendar year gives you 306. Remember, I showed you earlier. Watch this. Joe Biden had 306 votes. Do you see how I'm connecting this? Trump walked past what? He walked past 59. The 59th day of the year is February 28th. So, 59 minus 365, just a regular, not a leap year. The difference is 306. That's Joe Biden. They're twined. Joe Biden and Trump are twined. It's Cain and Abel with a twist. Now, 306, Joe Biden had that when he won over Trump versus 232, right? Electoral college vote, and I told you the difference in that was 74, and Trump was 74 years old at the time. Now let's look at this 95. Here's your 95. Part 95. Now let's look at this here. 95, April 5th, the 95th day of the year is April 5th. What is April 5th? That's 45, people. Who was the 45th president? Trump. Is this stuff staged? I'm telling you, look at it for what it is. Now, look at this here. I already told you that the 59. See the 59 right there? Okay, look at this. You got the 59, the 59th day of the year is February 28th. Ted Scott is the caddy of Scotty Scheffler, Masters. Remember I told you that? Ted Scott is the caddy of the guy who won the Masters yesterday, Scotty Scheffler. He won number 28. I don't want to lose you, so here we go. Let's go back. We have February 28th. The 59th day of the year is February 28th. Now check it out. I'm going to go because I want to connect it all. I know it's a lot, but baby, this is deep. These are original decodes, baby. Got to show it to you gradually. Just want you to get it. Just give me some time. You see that? That's the caddy. That's Ted Scott. Yesterday, Scotty Scheffler won the Masters. Where is he? Scotty Schaefer won the Masters yesterday. Do you feel me? That's him. I did a video on it. You got to go check it out. His caddy's name, his name is Ted Scott. He wore 28. What are the odds that yesterday he wore 28 and now you got 59 showing up where Trump just walked past? He just walked past 59. And 59, the 59th day of the year is February 28th. Are you getting it? Oh, Pearson, that's a stretch. Okay, watch this. So here's the caddy. Ted Scott equals 106. The 106th day of the year is 4/15/2024. And before I go any further, let me show you. It's gonna blow your mind. Ted Scott. Ted Scott, the caddy, comes out to 106 in Gematria. Look. Ted Scott equals 106, I just showed you, in a leap year. 106 is today. Today is April 15th. April 15th is the 106th day of the year. Do you get it? And Ted Scott equals 106. And Trump went to court today on this date, which equals 106, and Ted Scott is 106. Am I stretching now? I know it's a lot. I get it. 4-hour decode. Alvin Bragg, I said this months ago, between him and Fannie and the other legal person in New York, to me, allegedly, they're trying to create a race war between black and white. And mark my word, if they keep on, if this trial goes south, and they try to put Trump in jail or do something bad to him, it's going to add to the hostility and cause civil war. I'm just keeping it real. Alvin Bragg is black all day. I see it coming. Stormy Daniels, the porn star, of which all this is about. This is her birthday, 3/17 of 1979. Okay? 3/17. When you take 3/17 of 2025, her birthday coming up, versus today's date, 4/15, the difference is 48 weeks. 48 weeks. What is 48? That's the X, the day of the eclipse. Now, do you understand the X that I showed you earlier? Here's the X I showed you earlier. 45 is X. What is X? A, B, C, D, right there in the courtroom. Equals 10. 10 in Roman numeral is X. It's deep, y'all. Now, what should I do? Should I do the numbers last? Probably the numbers last. I don't know. Let me go to the numbers first. I apologize. Let me go to the numbers first. Here you go. You see this here? This is March 4th of 2024. 3-4. That's how many counts they got on Donald Trump. 34 counts. And on 3-4, that's when he went to court in Manhattan back in the day anyway. So March 4th of 2024 versus today, 4/15, the difference is 6 months. There's your 6 weeks. There's your 6. Now look at this. 63rd. So he went to court in Manhattan on March 4th. March 4th is the 63rd day of the year. That's 3/6 is 666. Also look at it like this. He got 34 counts right now. 6 weeks later. 34. "63rd day of the year. And March 4th. Do you get it? So even though it's March 4th, 6 weeks ago, he got 34 counts today. And it's still under 636 is 666. Just want you to connect. They speaking. And look at this. Today's date, 4/15 of 2024, versus Skull and Bones at 3/22. That's their birthday. 11/18 is 322nd day of the year. The difference is what? 44. Who's the 44th president? Barack Obama. Then look at this. 4/15, today's date, the court date, versus 11/5, the day of the election, coming up. The difference is 63. 3/6 is 666. Then look at this. Today's date, court date, versus 8/4, Barack Obama's birthday just passed, August 4th. The difference is 36-3. Come on, man. It's right there. Scam. Trump called a scam. That's 3/6 is 666. April 15th. Remember I showed you April 15th earlier? Where is that at? April 15th. It's my receipts. The 106th day of the year. There it is for leap year, 106. And Ted Scott, the caddy, Ted Scott come out to 106. And remember, he wore number 28 for the golfer who won the Masters, Scotty Scheffler. It's deep. Look at all those connections.